everybody, it's JEBeauty, also known as Jordan. I make makeup, hair, fashion, college-related, and comedy videos. If you want to subscribe, the button is down below. It just notifies you when I upload videos. You guys are in luck today because I am filming a what I learned in college advice video, and it is my first college video of the season, so I'm pretty pumped. Not only will I be giving you some of my advice, but I am also featuring a bunch of other college students that I know. A majority of them do go to my school, but there are some who go to other schools. And the reason why I wanted to include other people is because everyone has a different experience and a different perspective. I wanted to gather all of those perspectives. I got so many incredible responses. Some people sent me paragraphs, which I am totally fine with. Anything to help you, whether you are an incoming freshman or any year in college whatsoever. Not only would it make me super happy, but I'm 100% positive it would make all the other kids happy if you went and go follow them on Instagram or Twitter if they don't have an Instagram, and all their links will be down below in the description box, so please go follow them because they're amazing and crazy talented people and I love them all. Without further ado, let's go. A few pieces of my advice is that number one, 8:30 classes and 7 to 9:30 classes, at least at my school, can be a pain in the butt. Even though you pick your schedule, at least everybody I know has had one or both of those class times because it really depends on your professor and what he or she wants their class times to be at and days and stuff like that. If I can do it, you can do it. A second piece of advice I would like to give you is that, especially if you are a girl, you will not need every single piece of clothing. Please do not bring your whole wardrobe. I made this mistake freshman year and I even made it sophomore year, which is sad because freshman year I was thinking, oh, you know, I didn't wear this, but I really wanted to, so I'm gonna bring it for sophomore year. Didn't wear it sophomore year either. Although I have more pieces of advice. A lot of them were similar to what other people said, so I am just going to go ahead and read everybody's responses. Caitlin DS said, do whatever makes you happy. Don't let anyone convince you not to be you. I've learned who I truly am in college by doing things I never saw myself doing, and now I love who I am and what I do. Caitlin B said, I learned that no one really cares what you do and what you wear as long as you respect the people around you. I learned that you get the most out of class when you sit in front of the room because you have no distractions, which made my grades better. I learned that it's okay to ask literally anyone for help because everyone has advice and input in some way and no one will ever judge you for needing extra help. I learned that you need to have at least a 1-inch mattress topper on your bed not to wake up with back pain. I learned that your roommate becomes your therapist within the first 2 days of being together, even if you barely knew each other before then. I learned that it's okay to feel like you need your parents and want to cry to them because even though you were moved out for the year, you are still their baby and you are going through a stressful yet fun time in your life. I learned that it's okay to act like a kid and have some fun. You don't need to have your life completely figured out. You will most likely feel like you are failing and going nowhere, but in the end, it won't be the case. Just try to stay positive and work through the tough parts and hopefully it will pay off in the long run. Megan K said, don't become friends with people who are petty and also listen to your friends, they're usually right. Gabby L said, I learned to stay true to myself. Even though everything is changing and I am also changing, I learned to better myself and mature, but keep down to my core self and not change who I am deep down. Emma S said, don't party the night before an exam and try to get along with your roommate even if you don't like each other. Lindsay N said, what I learned in college is definitely time management. Between partying, boys, and homework, it took a while for me to really get it down, but you will get it eventually. Hazer B said, don't worry about what other people think because perspectives change. Tyler C said, I learned that you can become friends with people that you wouldn't think would be your friends and that you really meet your best friends in college. Dennis B said, I learned in college not to blow all my money. I learned in college to build relationships with your professors. Claudia S said, in college I learned that it's okay to say no. If you are overloaded with work and someone asks you for help, it's okay to say no. If your friends are all going out and you feel like a night and watching Netflix, it's okay to say no to the bar. It's important to know that you are your own first priority. Christina N said, it doesn't matter what clique or group you were in high school. In college, everyone is the same. No one is better than anyone, and the sooner you learn that, the better off you'll be. Making friends is good. Meet as many new people as you can because new people bring new ideas and new outlooks on life. You will find out who your real friends are when you are all at college. Who stays in touch, who texts you first, who is still down to hang out with you. Your real friends will stay by you no matter what. Distance shouldn't matter. Some girls or boys let relationships ruin their friendships. Living at school with your boyfriend or girlfriend is different than dating in high school. Make sure if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend that you manage your time with your friends also. Relationships can end and you want to have friends to fall back on when they do. College is a time to discover what you like and what you want to do, so find it and do it. Don't let anyone stop you or influence your choices. Bryce H. said, always go out in a group to parties, equal ratio guys to girls, be ready for anything, be confident, always be yourself, not something you're not. Tyler G. said, I learned that no one really cares about your picture on Instagram. They just care how good the caption is. I think that's honestly true. Which is sad, but it's true. My sister, Alexa C. said, don't worry about the future, thinking that what you study or pursue in college determines the rest of your life. It may change over time. Be open to learning about new things, seek wisdom from those who are your elders, and seek to establish solid friendships. Alice May G. said, the one thing I can think of is having a balance. Make sure school doesn't become everything. Ashley R. said, I basically learned how to be around guys and have guy friends. In high school, I only had friends that were girls and was awkward around guys in general. Through college, I really became more comfortable with myself. I do have to comment on hers because I went through the exact same situation where in high school I was really only friends with girls and I was super awkward around guys, but once I came to school, don't really have that problem anymore, so it's awesome that all of that worked out. Jamie P. said, I would have to say make as many connections as you can. Networking is so important once it comes to the real world. Being involved on campus can help open up many doors after graduation in ways you couldn't imagine. Keep those relationships open. Nick B. said, I honestly learned that you don't need 30 friends. You just need a good few. I also learned that you shouldn't push for a relationship right when you get to college. 4 years is plenty of time to find the right person you love. I learned that you don't need to go to parties. You need to learn and understand that if you learn well, then you can party every Friday night for the rest of your life. Also that you don't have to do all the readings either. I think that's half true. I think it depends on what class you're taking. Don't make out with a girl if she's drunk. Just either text her roommate or her friends, or worst comes to worst, you take care of her without making out with her. Marina L. said, I learned trying something new isn't as scary if you have supportive people in your life. Don't be afraid to take that risk. XOXO. Jamie C. said, I think I learned that nobody can define your intelligence and success besides you. People always told me I wasn't going to pass nursing and could I handle being a nurse, and I learned that I am only as smart as I believe that I am. Don't let other people tell you can't do your dreams. Also, I learned to stick up to people I'm unhappy with and speak my mind. Liv A. said, never start a relationship before a break. Freshman year, worry more about grades and friends than finding a relationship. The classes aren't as hard as you were told in high school. Just do the work and you'll be fine. 4. You have more free time than you know. Even if you don't need it, get an on-campus job. It'll give you fun money and you'll get involved more in school. The more involved you are in school and its activities, the more enjoyable college life will be for you. Stock up on comfort food. Some days it's a lifesaver. Popcorn is life. Emma A. said, everyone is going through something, so always be kind. Alessandra F. said, don't take a class before 10 a.m. your first semester if you're not a morning person. 8:30s are not the same in college as they are in high school. Don't get too caught up with drinking and parties. While they are fun, you realize that your grades and starting your future is more important. Beware of some boys who ask you to come chill. It can lead to mixed feelings and feelings not being mutual. Your friends freshman year may not be your friends towards the end of college, and that's okay because everyone changes and finds themselves. Money can be hard to come by in college. Start a piggy bank in your dorm and put any spare change and money you can in it. By the end of the week or month, whatever you have in it, treat yourself. Don't let procrastination get you. Set a goal for yourself. I can't FaceTime/creep Facebook until I write at least 3 pages of this paper. Marissa B. said, I would say to just never forget who you are and where you came from. A ton of my friends went off to college, and when they came home, I honestly had no idea who they were. Also, boys aren't everything. Spend your time in college making lifelong friends and worry about the boys later. They're so not worth the drama and the drunken tears. Sarah D. said, take every opportunity that is offered to you and get involved. College goes by fast, so enjoy every minute of it. Celeste G. said, I've learned a lot going into my senior year. I've learned time management, and no matter how hard classes get, either material or stress, I know that at the end of the semester, and I see that good grade that taking that class was worth. I met a lot of different people with different backgrounds and lifestyles, and made me understand how other people are, and met a lot of my my friends who are similar to me. For boys, I learned that there are genuine guys out there that actually like you for who you are and can either become more than friends or just friends. College also helped me realize the kind of person I really am and shape me into that person that can handle anything. The people you meet and small moments you make you a better person, and college made me more prepared for anything and everything. I also learned that I'm growing as a person, and that even though I do miss a lot of things that I did before going, I know that there's going to be a lot for me going into the future. Nicole L. said, "Don't try and act cool. Join clubs that best resemble your personality because you will make like-minded/similar friends. Join Yik Yak to keep up to date on campus chit-chat. Make sure to give yourself at least 20 minutes to get to each class so you don't end up late by underestimating the time you have. Make a weekly schedule. Buy a planner or agenda like the ones they gave out in high school so that way you know what's due and when it's due. If you wrote your own notes, then type them up on your laptop the day you have that class. And study your notes for at least 30 minutes each night because cramming the night before an exam doesn't help. Buy earplugs if your dorm neighbor is getting too rowdy or loud. Get breakfast in the morning before class to ensure you have the energy to focus and stay awake. Attend all tutoring sessions. Never miss more than one lab total. Use a recording pen to secretly record what your professor says and then write down anything he or she stressed during the lecture. Print out old exams at the library or talk to some friends and study together the old exams to get a feel for what type of questions may be asked. Professors may use old test questions or very similar ones." Layla K. said, "It's so different than high school. The classes seem way more laid back and it's a whole new way of independence. Don't expect everything to be wonderful and easy." Chris K. said, "Never drink jungle juice because it might just be drugged. Never drink an open container that's out on a table. Someone might be waiting for you to pick it up and you may be drinking a laced drink. Always show up with your friends at a party and leave with them. Never leave a man behind." Grandin P. said, "Respect your RAs and they will respect you. Try and meet as many people as you can freshman year." Becca B. said, "Don't be afraid to stray outside your comfort zone. You won't regret it. If your major isn't something you love, change it. Boys shouldn't dictate your happiness, they should add to it. If someone in your life seems toxic, it's okay to cut them out. True friends won't drop you if you need to make changes in your life." Kat S. said, "I would say that as important as schoolwork is, finding a good group of friends is really important to be there through all the transitionings and ups and downs." Megan K. said, "Introduce yourself to one person a day. Even if you don't end up becoming friends with that person, it's a great way to get comfortable around your campus and expand your network. It's a great confidence booster." Gabby M. said, "It's okay to make mistakes. Everyone will mess up, but don't stress over it. Learn from what you did and grow from it. Don't let it bring you down. And that senior boy doesn't really want a relationship. He just wants to get in your pants, and then he'll graduate and you'll never see him again. Go ahead and wear yogas every day. No one will judge you. Try to eat the best you can because even though you don't have the greatest choices in your dining hall, that freshman 15 is very real. Also get involved, make friends, get to know people of your major because those in your major will most likely be your closest friends and you guys will go through hell and back. Also call your parents. They miss you and wish you nothing but the best, so while you're in the midst of partying and classes and doing homework, set a few hours aside a week for your parents. They'll appreciate more than anything. College is meant for you to try new things, learn from your mistakes, making friendships, and getting yourself a career, so take your classes seriously but don't forget to have fun." Brittany P. said, "I guess what I learned most is how important it is to keep everything in balance. If you give more attention to one area, it all will fail. Things like keeping contact with your family, school, social life, work, extracurriculars, etc. You will learn to develop a system to keep it all organized in a way." Caroline F. said, "Don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone and try new things." Andrew G. said, "Don't be afraid to try new things like a club or a job and to make connections with professors because you never know what they can do to help until you ask." Willie N. said, "In college, I learned how to interact with so many different people in different ways. I hadn't been introduced to so many diverse and different people in high school." Liv W. said, "College is worth it. It's really worth it. Things will get difficult and you will want to give up, but there's no better feeling than knowing you did it, and you can do it, I promise." Celine M. said, "In college, I've learned that lots of friendships are established during your freshman year, so don't hold back. Don't let anything or anyone stop you from going out and meeting people. I made the mistake of being in a relationship that restrained me from going out and having fun, and I missed out on a lot. I didn't party, I didn't go to school events, and I certainly kept to myself. As hard as it might sound, I highly suggest you leave relationships to rest when you go away to college. College is a learning experience, and it's really important to make an effort to meet people your freshman year because it's a time where everyone is on the same playing field. Natalie S. said, don't drink Burnett's vodka even though it's only $10. It will give you a hangover no matter how much or little you drink. And lastly, Haley G said, find a balance between academics and social activities. You can do both, but school must come first. After all, that's what you're there for. Blowing off a party to study doesn't make you a loser. You are a student, so study. Be brave and ask questions. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Take advantage of office hours. I cannot stress this enough. Developing a connection with your professors will not only help during school, but also with post-grad or when applying for a job. That character reference will be your golden ticket. Dip your toe in the pool of possibilities. Take some funky classes and find out what you like and what you don't like. Don't ever be ashamed or embarrassed if you don't like the class. It's all a learning experience. Go to the library. You'll find your spot, and that will be your own little study space for the next 4 years. The blood, sweat, and tears will all be worth it. Keep your legs closed. No one likes a loose woman, literally. You don't want to be known as that girl who gets passed around like a football. Respect your body, because if you don't, no one else will. Take care of yourself, both physically and emotionally. You can spare an hour out of your day to go to the gym or go for a walk. Endorphins are no joke. Don't overwork yourself. Your health is the most important thing. Take time for your mental well-being. It is totally fine to take a breather from your 12-hour study bender, although I do not recommend it. Do not cram. Get a planner and be diligent with it. Once you are behind, it's very difficult to catch up and almost too late. Find a core group of friends who love and respect you and stick with them. You don't need 100 best friends. Stay strong. College isn't easy. Give your parents a call if things get to be too much. They love you and support you and miss you. Failing an assignment or exam does not make you a failure. Sort yourself out and get back on that horse. Give it your all, enjoy every second of it. 4 years goes by a lot quicker than you think. So I did text a majority of my contact list for this video. Some didn't get back to me. If you didn't get a chance, and if you are someone that I did not contact, I'm so sorry about that. I tried to include as many people as I possibly could, but don't be sad because I will be making another one of these videos again in the future, so you'll definitely have your chance to give advice to all of the internet. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. I really hope this helped you, because reading all of pieces of advice that my friends sent me even helped me be inspired by them. That's pretty cool. Also, don't forget to follow their Instagram or Twitter accounts down below. My social media links will also be linked down below. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!